Statfig 2.5, that shows the change in the amount of Cape Horse mackerel in South Africa and below. So this is another section of a water resource, change in the amount of Cape Horse mackerel in South Africa waters. So what we have, we have got with us here, we have got this diagram that actually shows the change in the amount of Cape Horse mackerel in South African waters. We have got here stock, closing stock in tons. We also have here that shows the years. So what is it that you need to do here, guys, is to analyze the what we have, so that at least you can have an idea of what are the impacts and what is taking place in as far as the stock level of the Cape Horse mackerel is concerned. So let's go through it now. What was the closing stock of mackerel in year 2013? What was the closing stock? So if you check here, you can see when you get here, it's showing you the closing stock. What was the closing stock? Of course, what we have, all right, what was the closing stock of mackerel in 2013? So you can check what we have here in 2013. It's here, which is about 600 what? Thousand. That is our answer. This is 600,000, okay? Then according to the information on the graph, does the closing stock of mackerel decrease or decrease from 2005 to 2014? So it means here you are going to say your 600,000 minus what we have in 2014. We are looking at something like, okay, 2005, 400,000. Okay, if you subtract, what are you going to get? Of course, you are going to get something like 200,000. So it means here it actually increases. It actually increases. Okay, it actually increases. Okay, state the year in which the closing stock of mackerel is the highest. The year in which the closing stock for mackerel is highest, you can see now is our 2011. So this one is 2011. Calculate the difference in stock tons between 2005 and 2009. 2009, what do we have on 2009? 2009 is 600. Okay, 600,000. 2005, that's 400,000, which is 200,000 as your answer. Okay, so that is 200,000. Then describe the benefits to South Africa if the stock of Cape Horse mackerel would continue to increase. If the stock will continue to increase 2.5.5, South Africa would earn more income through revenue. Obviously, South Africa would earn more income through revenue. Okay, they will earn more income through revenue, more income. Okay, what else can happen? More profit generated, more income in foreign currency through exports, more jobs created, food security improve as fish provide proteins. So these are some of the things that you can actually talk about. You just only write one from the one that I've given you. Then suggest reasons for the increase in the stock of mackerel and other fish stock. What are the reasons behind the increase? What are the reasons behind the increase? 2.5 and 6. Improved technology in fishing. That's number one. Improved technology in fishing. We can talk about improved fish skills, invention of larger nets which catch fish at wider areas, increase in commercial fishing boats. Fishing is a source of income for poor communities. And also we can say fish is regarded as a source of food. So these are some of the reasons. Then lastly, number 2.5.7. In a paragraph of 8 lines, explain the negative results of overfishing of South African coast in the long run. What are the negative results of overfishing? What are the likely negative effects of overfishing in the long run? We can talk about it reduces fish's resources because there's overfishing, so which means there's going to be bound to be depletion in terms of fish as a resource. Then some fish species can become extinct. They can become extinct because they are not given time to reproduce, okay, because obviously there's overfishing that is taking place. So the species become extinct. There's also imbalance of marine ecosystem that can also take place, okay. Fishermen can starve in the future as fishing populations drop. The fishermen can lose income. The source of food is depleted as fish, okay. As a resource, food is also depleted. The country will lose also revenue, especially from the fish industry because of overfishing. So these are some of the things that you can actually look at. So boys and girls, this takes us to the end of our last question on paper 2 under the topic of water resources. This takes us to the end. Please like, repost, subscribe to my channel as well, so that we can be able to continue giving you quality type of information in as far as the subject is concerned. Please, you can also make sure that you refer to your notes, make sure that you follow also other educators who are providing you with information as far as the subject is concerned. Remember, I'm not the messiah of the subject. I'm here to help where I can. Please, I accept your comments as well. You can post what you want me to do so that I can see what I can do to improve our page in as far as the subject is concerned. Remember, our main objective is to simplify the subject, to make it more enjoyable, to help you to be passionate about the subject. So this takes us to the end of our question 2.5, which means I have exhausted. I have actually revised paper 1 and paper 2 for the grade 10s. So I think after this you'll be ready to write your examination. Thank you and have a blessed day.